Tanisha B, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I have for you guys a very special recipe. This recipe is for egg rolls, and this isn't your average everyday egg rolls. So earlier I shared with you guys how I was raised in Savannah, Georgia, right? But I was actually born in a small town called Danville, Illinois. So every summer, my mom would take us to Danville, Illinois, spend time with our cousins and family because all my family's there. So yeah, this is a recipe that actually comes from that small town. You know, every town usually has like their signature dish. Well, these egg rolls, I believe, are a signature dish of Danville, Illinois. So I thought, you know, why not share it with everybody because they're so good. Like, if you're from Danville, you know about these egg rolls. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make them. So, you know, with every recipe, everybody has their different variations and all that. I'm just showing you the basic way, how I learned how to make them. So I don't want to hear, oh, that's not how you make them, blah, blah, blah. This is how I learned how to make them, and they're good. So this is how I'm going to show you how to make them. The ingredients you will need are right here. You're going to need some ground beef. This is just regular ground beef, whichever type you want. Sausage. I use Jimmy Dean. I like the hot sausage. You use regular. It doesn't have to be hot, but I like a little spice. We have egg roll wraps. You can find these in the produce aisle. Usually buy like the packaged herbs and stuff like that. These say vegan. I guess they're new and now they're vegan. I don't know what was in them before that made them non-vegan, but I'm gonna try those out. We have some cheese. Whatever kind of cheese you want. You can use pepper jack, cheddar, Colby. I have a triple cheddar here, cheese. And then we have a tricolor coleslaw mix. It's just green cabbage, carrots, and red cabbage. And I also have some crushed red peppers. And you're gonna need some salt and pepper as well, and some oil to fry your egg rolls in. So now I'll show you all the ingredients. Let's go over to the stove and start making those egg rolls. All right, y'all, now here we are at the stove. About to get these ingredients cooking. So first what's gonna go in is our meat. And we got a pound of ground beef and a pound of the spicy sausage as well. And we're gonna just brown that, cook that off. I didn't put any oil in it because, you know, ground beef has a lot of fat in it. So we're just gonna brown this until it's where we want it. All right, now our ground beef is cooked. We call it browning the ground beef because you want to cook it until it's no longer pink. You cook all the pink out of it. So it's browned, and I'm just gonna season it with some salt and pepper. And now you see all the fat that has come off of this meat. We're going to drain that off and then return our meat back to the pan and finish cooking. All right, now we're back and our meat is strained with all the grease. And we're going to add in our tricolored coleslaw mix and cook that down. I'm going to add in another half bag. I'm going to add in some crushed red peppers. Give it a little kick, and I kind of like my cabbage with crushed red peppers. I just put in a teaspoon or half a teaspoon because I already got spicy sausage. So, and you know what? I'm gonna add in that whole bag. I like a lot of vegetables in mine. And that cabbage is gonna cook down. Some people put a lot, some people like a lot more meat. So if you like a lot more meat, just do one bag. If you like a lot more veggies, do two. Now just let that cook down. So next, now that that coleslaw has cooked down, what I'm going to do is add in cheese. And the cheese, again, is up to your preference. However much you want. If you want it super cheesy or just a little bit. And you're going to mix that in until it gives you the desired consistency that you want. And me, I like really cheesy. So I'm going to add in the whole bag. So you're just going to stir it in just until that cheese has melted. And this will be your final product. This is the filling. Nice and cheesy. Now we're going to take this off of the stove and we're going to fill our egg roll wraps. Alright everybody, now we're at our egg roll wrapping station. I know you can't see my face right now, but we're going to be focusing on wrapping these egg rolls. What you're going to need over here is the egg roll wraps. You're going to need a clean surface or something to roll your egg rolls on. You can use like a sheet pan or something. But you're also going to need one of these to put your egg rolls on after you're done rolling them. And you'll need some water to seal, and you need a spoon to scoop out your filling. So without further ado, we're going to wrap these egg rolls. So if you've never wrapped egg rolls or anything, and if this doesn't help you, there's also instructions on the back right here that shows you how to wrap your egg rolls. So what we're going to do is turn it diagonally, and we're going to scoop out our filling, and we're going to put our filling in diagonally like so, straight down the middle. And then we're going to use our finger, or you can use a utensil to put the water around the edges so that it will seal. And then we're gonna tuck that boy in. Time to go night-night. Tuck that in there. Fold in the sides. And then roll. tuck and roll. And there you have one. And we're going to transfer that over to our other pan. Now, egg rolls, every time I make egg rolls or eat egg rolls, it just brings back so many memories. Because like I said, it's very popular where I grew up, or where I spent my summers in Danville, Illinois. Like, we would have them at juking parties, which like house parties. My aunt would throw card games, you know. They would have them there for like little appetizers, you know. Or like even, you know, your neighbor down the street will be selling them out the house for $1. Just to, you know, because everybody loves them. They probably more than $1 now, but back then. And you can fill these, you know, however much you want. Make them big or small, but you don't want to put too much to where it busts open, you know. And another thing, you can hold this filling, put in a container, put in your refrigerator, and wrap as you go. Like the next day, you want some egg rolls, because they're only good fresh because they're fried. So if you want to make some the next day, just keep this filling in the refrigerator. Pull out your wraps, wrap them, and fry them. You don't even got to warm up the filling if you don't want to, because they'll get warm when you're frying them. Or you can wrap them already, have them already wrapped, and put them in the freezer. Freeze them, throw them in the grease in the fryer, and have them for however long you want. Did that one wrong. So now we're going to take these egg rolls over to the fryer and fry them up. All right, now that we've done wrapping our egg rolls, now it's time to fry them up. How do you check to see if your oil is ready? You already know, a little water trick. And that sounds good to me, because I don't want it too hot. I don't want them to burn, you know. I just want them to brown, golden crispy. So I'm going to go ahead and drop them in there. Now cook them till they're golden brown on each side. All right, when they're golden brown on each side, we take them off and transfer them to paper towel to drain. And here is the finished product. Now you're going to want to eat these with sweet and sour sauce. And not just any sweet and sour sauce. This one, Choy Sweet and Sour sauce. Any other sweet and sour sauce just won't do. This is the best one, I think, out there. And I also eat it with hot sauce, but that's about it. Or, I mean, you could try duck sauce, but traditional way is with the Choy Sweet and Sour sauce. Now, if you like this video, comment, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.